literacy, right? As we discussed in our previous conversation, there are different people who are having different scales of salaries or wages. So we cannot say that the main problem of their financial sufferings is solely related to their lower rate of, salary. It is not something like that. Actually, this is rather related to their illiteracy about financial planning. And the next point is that I think their procrastination, right? Every time we procrastinate our saving plannings, we
So,
normally.
do you think everyone should have a monthly budget? So,
Yeah.
and why do you think?
Yeah, okay. So it's a, common question, but most of the proportion, most proportion of the people are not aware of this budget planning. Yes, in my opinion, we have to set out a certain budget plan in our life so that we can, set out all the expenditures, incomes, and savings plans, right? We all have certain knowledge about the income. The especially not an income, actually the budget planning. This is the one and only crucial equipment with which we can set out our future, and we can make our future well designed, right? So it is very essential to do. And if we have a certain plan, budget plan, then we can set out a plan according to this, right? Most of the people are suffering because of this problem, not solely because of this income problem, but mainly it is we can relate this problem with their lack of illiteracy. That means financial illiteracy, right? As we discussed in our previous conversation, there are different people who are having different scales of salaries or wages. So we cannot say that the main problem of their financial sufferings is solely related to their lower rate of salary. It is not something like that. Actually, this is rather related to their illiteracy about financial planning. And the next point is that I think their procrastination, right? Every time we procrastinate our saving plannings, we normally term procrastination when we talk about English, but it is applicable in every situations.
Yes, yes,
So
yes.
what happens? Normally, we procrastinate our saving planning just by thinking, okay, we will do it some other day, or we will start it next month onwards. So I think this impulsive habit or impulsive purchasing habit lead the human beings to some economical problems like economic debt, or then we have to borrow from someone else. So ultimately our life would become betrayed, or we cannot survive anymore because it is not in our hand anymore,
Yeah,
right?
that's
So it is very essential to set out some financial plannings. And we have to when it comes to financial planning, we should have a long term goals so that we can make our future secure, right? So it is very essential. So for that, we have to have a clear cut vision about, knowledge about our income, so that we can set out some expenditure plannings. So we have to be very vigilant here.
yes.
We have to surrender our extra, extra, I can say, desires, right? We have some needs and wants, so we have to realize which one is very essential for us. So having a knowledge about this, we can set out a clear cut budget plan here, so that we can save few amount of money for our retire life. And also some what would happen if some emergencies would occur in our future. So we have to have forecasting abilities, so that I think this is very essential.
Yeah.
So what is your opinion on it?
Yeah, that's true. Because we also, it's necessary to know what we want and what is needed, what is necessary. So mostly, if we are not that much financially independent, we have to uh, spend money according to our salary or according to our profit of some business. So we have to prepare for that, because we don't know when we going to face financial crisis, or when we get to know about some emergency situations. We don't know all these things, so we have to be prepared anyway. We have to be
Mm.
prepared for ourselves, so that's why it's needed. We have, I think, for our family, maintain our family itself, we have to do a budget for our 1 month. Each month we have to prepare a budget, and
Yes,
yeah, we have to try to do the same thing. If first we prepare but we don't follow, it's not use. So we have to follow the same thing as we prepared. So it is
yes.
important.
Okay. So, may I ask the next question
Yeah,
to you?
yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, my first question.
Okay.
Okay. So my first question is, how we can break our unnecessary spending habits. We all know about the budget planning and about savings, right?
Mm.
So how we can prevent ourselves from spending money unnecessarily, or from impulsive spending habits?
Mm, yeah, I think it according to the person. We if actually we have to be self control. No, most of the time we spend money to satisfy others, not for us.
Yeah.
To satisfy others. If somebody have a iPhone, we also like to buy the same iPhone. So it's, I think it's it's in our hand. We have to control ourselves. Once we spend whatever we need, whatever is very necessary, I think there we get a successful financial balance. So we have to control ourselves. If we really want to buy something, we can save money for that, for each month. I think that is the more valuable than when we get instantly. If we try hard and save money for one particular thing, we felt very precious, because it is in our we buy it from our hard work. But if we get something from EMI or something which we get very instantly, we don't feel the same amount of pleasure. No. So I think we have to find these kind of differences, how what we can do now, or what we can do after 1 year, after, yeah, or after 5 years. So we have to plan like this, then only we get a proper success, I can say, in our budget planning. uh, and yeah, in this way we can somehow balance our salary and our spending the money. So most of the time, and another one thing is, we can try to use money comparing to that, um, UPI or some card. So when we are spending money from our hand, we know the know how we are spending, how much we are spending, and how we have balance. But but it's not nowadays. It's I
Yeah, it's
can't say
not
it's not
possible.
possible. No, it's everywhere. We can say there is a scanner. We scan the from our mobile phone and we pay. So at the time we don't know how we spend, how much we spend, and how many money is in our hand. We literally can't see the exact money from ours, and how we spend. So in this way we are spending lot of money without knowing how much we have. So I think in this way also we can somehow we can manage. And
Yes.
yeah, so
Okay.
I think.
So, do you really think it is very important to set up some goals? Set up some goals when it comes to money management.
Hmm. Yeah, yes, it's very important. We have to set some goals to manage our money. Yeah, obviously. Uh, because once we have to, yeah, then only we can know the importance of money also. Once we spend a lot of money, and then we have to borrow from others to repay that loan or something. So better we have to set some goals to, if we save this money to this thing, obviously we can get within 2 months or 3 months, we can get that particular uh, thing, particular object. So if we said like this kind of goals, it is very useful, and we have to save some money for some other um, dreams, like if we have some destination to travel, traveling destination, we can save some money for that particular thing. So it is very so when the actual thing, when we are literally going to book a mm, ticket to travel that place, at the time we don't want to think about financial things, because we already have some amount to
Yes. Yeah.
spend. So we don't want to, at the time we don't want to rush for money. So we
Yes.
have to think all these things. So that's why
Yes.
that's how we can set a goal to manage our money. Yeah, I think so.
Yes. 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 Correct. Okay.
So what's
So,
your what's your point?
yeah, my point is also same. We have to set out some kind of goals in our life when it comes to effective money management. We should know about the flow of money so that we can plan our expenditures as well. Many people out there, they are not much aware of their income source. Even though they are working, they are getting the salary, but they are not aware of they are not aware of the money. Amount of flowing. For example, I can say my point is to say that if the person earns 1 lakh per month, then he or she knows that this is my salary. But I think this is not the correct or the enough knowledge that he or she should acquire. He should set out some plans uh, according to this amount, that means 1 lakh amount, how to spend, what proportion of this 1 lakh should be spent, and what proportion of the amount should be saved, right? So in that way we have to set out some kind of financial planning, as we said earlier, because this is the most and effective way where we can manage our money, right? Money is the precious thing with which we can buy a lot of things, and it is very essential to buy anything as well. This is the correct way to say that, right? This is the one and only thing which is very crucial to buy anything in this world. So I think we have to uh, plan wisely here when it comes to money management.
Yes.
So many people out there, they are fell into that, means they are easily slipped into some kind of misleading paths, that I can say that is because of their impulsive purchase, and also they are just hooked into their instant gratification as well. So people are bothered about that. So I can say that they are not much aware about their long term financial planning. So at the same time, they are not also aware of their benefits when it comes to their long term financial planning. So they are just living in a way where they are just planning for their um, the day to day essentials or necessaries. So it is not enough. It is not actual way to follow, right? So we have to set out some plans so that they can lead I mean calm and a pleasure life in the present, and as well as the in the future as well. So we have to have some knowledge about the financial planning and also money management. So it's very important.
Yeah, that's true.
Yes. Mhm.
So, okay.
Okay.
So, how can families teach children about saving money?
Okay. I think we already discussed about it. We all have to give some kind of financial planning, I mean, knowledge related to financial planning to children so that they cannot have, I mean, they could not get any chance in future to get suffer from it, right? That means we have to inculcate some kind of, I mean, financial planning or saving habits in them so that they can lead a superb life after, I mean, when they grow up. So how what we can do for that, it is actually a superb question. For that we can I mean we can take them when we talk about some financial plannings. But in India we usually say that there is no role of children when the elderly people discuss, right?
Yes,
But when it comes to some wise topics, then we have to take opinion from them as well. So, and there is a tendency among Indian parents. I don't know much about other parents, the foreign parents, but I would like to have a conversation about the Indian parents, and it is absolutely correct. Parents usually say that when the child asks for something, we should not get them it as soon as possible. We have to make them wait for at least 2 or 3 days at least, so that they can get to know the actual value of that thing, right? So we have to make them wait for that. Otherwise whenever they are just I mean uh, they are being adamant about it, we don't have to do this, right? We don't have to purchase the thing for them as soon as possible. So if we do so, then it would be just like it would definitely affect their I mean mind as well. That means it affecting their mind in the sense that they would think that if I would create some scene here, then I'm definitely going to
yes,
get
yes,
this thing as soon as possible. So in this situation we have to make them wait for certain things, so not certain things but all the things. Actually the parents know that which is the essential thing for them or
yes,
not, right? So even if it is very essential for them, we have to make them wait for at least few hours. In that is what my opinion. And when the parents have some discussion relating to money management and the monthly budget planning, we have to take some opinions from them, and we have to make them sit around us when we are planning something related to it, so that when the parents are having discussion on it, that means when they discuss that it is not necessary, so we can we can have it after few I mean after few months or year, because so in that sense, so children is grasping their conversation, right?
and they
Children
also,
have the tendency of
yeah, they
children
also
have the
know
tendency of
about our,
grasping everything.
yeah, they
Yes.
also know about our financial level. I,
Yes.
yeah,
So we have to say that this is the one and only money that we have in our family. So we should have some plans. We should not, I mean,
exceed.
what I can say, slip our road to any other unwanted roads. That means impulsive expenditures. So when the children is habituated to this kind of conversation, then when they grow up, they would also get this kind of mindset in them. And the next thing that I would like to say here is that we have to I mean tell them that whenever the parents give them some pocket money, right? We give children some a level of pocket money. It sometimes it is very
Not only
low. That
from
means
us, not
yes,
only from
it's
us,
for example, it is yeah.
they also
It is
get
10 rupees or
from,
100 rupees. Yes. But
yeah.
usually nowadays I can see the whenever the children get money, they are just having a tendency to buy some chocolates or some specific thing for their own. They are not thinking about their parents or their parents' need, or they are not that much. I can say they are not much interested to I mean save this money for their parents needs in future. But I was a person, I wanted to accumulate all the money for my parents need, and I dreamed about giving this money to my parents. This is what my mind said. But nowadays, in my point of view, the mindset of children is or has al- it is also being changed. They have certain plans like I want to buy a laptop, I want to buy a cycle, I want to buy chocolates, or I want to buy this and that. So I think this should be changed. So it can be changed only when the children are bothered about it, right? So we have to inculcate some kind of financial planning and effective money management concepts, these kind of concepts in them. So in this way, they can also, I can say, grow some kind of this habits in them.
Yeah, including, I also try to include one more point here, but when the, sometimes, yeah, some children or kids try to ask lot of unwanted things, like I want, yeah, because my friend have this, I also want this. So sometimes they ask unwanted things, but if they ask something which is really necessary for them, we ask them to save the money. If you save the money for yourself and buy the thing, so we have to ask them
Yes,
to save for themselves to buy some particular thing. I think in that way they know the value of that money. So if we,
yes,
for even one penny itself, they try hard to save. They, and
yes,
if anything necessary come to them, they don't want to spend that money because they save for something else. So most of the
yes,
time they save it as a precious one. So
yes.
yeah, obviously we have to allow them to save for themselves to buy something better.
Uh-huh.
We don't want to buy immediately. We can avoid that also, and they know the value of money to get something. And
Yes,
if they get the particular thing, maybe a cycle or anything, they carefully they take care of that particular thing because they brought it from their own money.
yes, I agree with you, but still, I do have a point here that is when we are making them, when we are just teaching them about saving money for their own need, I do believe that it would make them selfish. Yes, every coin has two sides. In the same way, one side that you said is absolutely correct, and but in my sense, when you said about this one, I felt like at the same time we have to make them understand about what is the importance of helping others. That means when it comes to their parents and siblings as well. So if once we said that you have to save money for your own need and you have to try for that, I think the children would get a tendency to accumulate money for their own needs, irrespective of the conditions around them. Right, and whatever the conditions are ongoing in the family, they would have some kind of tendency to accumulate the money for their own purposes. So it's a kind of selfishness attitude, right? So it is correct. I'm not going against your point. One I wanted to add on a point here on only single point, that is we have to teach them what is the importance of accumulating money for their their need, and at the same time we have to teach them some moral values as well. So if you have some emergencies, that means we have to teach them the difference between emergencies and their own wish,
Yeah,
right? So
that's
what would happen if some emergencies occur in the family, or what would happen some I mean if the sibling also needs some thing, that means she or he also wants to purchase or to have money for something. So in that situation we have to help our siblings, right?
true.
So yeah, I think this is also very important to teach them.
Yeah, 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 sure. Yeah. Actually, the thing is they have to know the value of money. So for themselves or for others also, they have to know
Yeah,
the value of that
yeah.
money. Then
And
accordingly they
they
have to
should be
spend.
yes, yes. And they should be very capable to understand which one is very essential and which one is very just a desire or just a wish,
Yeah.
right? So if once they are able to differentiate between these two things, then they are going to lead a superb life. They are going to become stable economically.
Yeah, yeah, yes. Yeah, I think we have to know, we have to make them to know it from their childhood itself. Then only they lead, they don't have any difficulties in their future life. But if we don't teach them in their childhood, obviously when they literally earn money, when they financially independent, at the time they face lot of issues by manage
Yes.
that money. Yeah.
Yes, yes. And we should teach them that what is the benefit of saving money in long term, right? So, in that sense, if we are teaching them continuously about this thing, that means long term financial planning, long term benefit of financial planning, then they are obviously going to I mean, go on this path for a long term. That means, I mean, forever.
Yeah. Yes. That's
Yes.
okay. So
Okay.
we have 7 more minutes, and
Yes.
yeah.
One last question that I want to ask you that what advice would you like to give to someone who wants to start I mean budget planning?
Okay. I think it's same thing. As you told, we have to know our emergencies and we have to know our what we want and what we need. So we have to know the difference both. And the one thing, we have to set a proper plan for 1 month. 1 month plan we have to, first we can start from 1 month, then we can set long term goals. So first we have to prepare for 1 month budget planning. How much we are how much we getting a salary and how we going to spend it for 1 month. So this is the way they have to start. And we have to we have to give that particular money for each and everything, for groceries, for electricity bill, for water bill. So whatever they have a thing for 1 month, they have to separate the money for each and everything. Then we have to give separate money for savings also. Then
Yes.
yeah, then only we can lead the whole month without any financial crisis. If once we cross that 1 month, we can apply the same thing for each month. And
Yes.
yeah, that's how we have to start. And we, if we have any some other expenses to spend something, so we have to prepare accordingly to when we are preparing the budget plan. And have to say, if we are all alone, we can prepare for ourselves. But if we are in a family, we have to ask them each one's opinion to before
Yeah.
preparing that budget plan, because it is very
Yes.
needed. No, yeah,
Yes.
we can't prepare
Correct.
for
Correct.
ourselves. Yeah. So
Yes. Yes. Yes, the family should have a knowledge about the income source of the family, right? Otherwise, there would be a contention among the family members, just like the person is already earning this much of money and he's not doing, I mean, he's not getting me all these things. So if
Yes.
we are if we are a person who is really want to set out some kind of financial planning, then at first, the foremost thing that we have to do, that we have to have a discussion, related to income and expenditure plans and saving plans with all the family members honestly, so that the family members could not get a chance to get desperate in the future just by don't getting anything.
Anything. Yeah.
So in that situation, the family members would support each other, right? So the next thing is that we have to set out a budget plan. Then it comes to budget planning. So each and every family members should sit around the table.
Yes.
Then we have to set out a plan. I'm telling this because we are talking about a person who is really wants to do this for the first time, right? As I said, now once we are done with this, that means for a single month, then it is applicable in the extra, that means upcoming months as well.
Yes.
So we have to make a budget plan, taking the consideration or the opinions of all the family members. So we have to do according to this budget plan in future. And the one point is that we have to save some proportion of our a certain proportion of our salary each and every month, taking into consideration of future emergencies and students education, life insurance, etc., etc. So this is the foremost thing that we have to keep in our mind. And the next thing is that, which is also very important, that is we have to be consistent here. Many
Yes.
people out there, they are having problem with their expenditure plannings. Just by expenditure plannings means they are not consistent with it, and they are not much aware of it. Once they are following it, then they would be just like, It's not going to work for me because I'm getting suffered of this, because it's not a life that I was dreamed about, right? So in that way, people are just misleading here. So I think he is disturbing you.
Yes. Yes.
So I would like to wrap it up soon. So one thing that I skipped my mind. I have a short memory. So yes, and we have to set out a plan. So we
Plan.
have to be consistent here. So if we
Yeah.
are consistent for the
That's
whole
true.
1 month, then it is not going to work if we are not consistent in the upcoming months. So if we want to see a clear cut result here, vivid result here, then we have to be consistent for over a long time period.
Yeah.
So consistency is the key point here as well. So
Yes.
otherwise it is not going to work.
Yeah. And for 1 month, if we prepare a plan, but it is not working according to the plan for the 1 month, we have to change the plan for the next month, because it is not it is not applicable for our salary, so we have to change the plan for the next month. Likewise, if we modify one by one, obviously at last we get the exact plan for our family. So we get that,
Yes,
and once we get that, we have to consistently follow the budget planning.
yes, yes. I think
Okay.
we have talked about this financial planning and money management a lot, because we took 2 sessions for the session.
Yeah.
This topic, right? So
Yes. Yes.
yes, and
Okay.
even
So
I enjoyed this session. Previously, you said that this was a super conversation, so I'd like to make another session on the same topic in
yeah.
future. So yes, I was also expecting for the same. And like the previous one, I enjoyed this one as well. And what's your side?
Yeah, for me also, because I can see your interest in that particular topic. So that's why I told, okay, we can talk about the same topic for the another session also. I think this time you have clearly said all your points. I think so. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, thank you. And
So,
you also shared some major topics that if somebody goes through this